Stirring the coffee with chopsticks using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, coffee. Nice. Percolator today. It's good. We pay taxes for order, not for lawlessness. Governors that openly support lawlessness need to be arrested and charged with treason. Make charging people with treason real again. Why don't we do that? If you are not standing for your country and you are creating lawlessness and promoting it and supporting it and encouraging it, why aren't you in jail? That's what I want to know. Without law and order, there was nothing. There is absolutely nothing. When you let barbarians and savages rule, you have nothing left. Everything is based upon your safety and security. Yeah, but what about you're being played, you're being emotional, you're being, I want to say feminine, but that's an insult to women, so I don't want to do that. You're being a bad woman. How about that? You're taking all the worst traits and making them commonplace. Men who've been through rough divorces recognize what's going on in the world because they experienced it in their personal life. That's what the world feels like right now. Enough already. Enough of the feminine men virtue signaling all over the place. The company's afraid to lose business if they don't post a black square. Someone has to say it. It might as well be me. It starts with you. Peace starts with you. Number one, turn off the TV. Flip the bird to Big Brother and the government. Turn off the TV. Enough already. Do a media fast. A media fast means no TV, radio, or internet news for 3 days. Try it. Can you do it? And then get back to me. Let me know how you feel. Your relationships and your environment are everything. If you get those two things squared away, you will be unstuck and unstoppable. I spent the past 4 years telling you that this is the year that you get unstuck. I've also been telling you that you need sanity, clarity, and reason in order to get unstuck. As long as those three things are missing, you're going to remain stuck and bound. And listening to fools. No more fools. Deep connection is highly overstated and mostly BS. As in, I'm seeking a deep connection with a partner. Looking for a deep connection. Men, as soon as you see that phrase, deep connection, run. It's not about a deep connection. It has nothing to do with a deep connection. It has everything to do with someone leading and someone following. Someone following another person's lead. Men, you're unhappy because you're not a good leader. But I lift weights. Okay? But you're not a leader. Lifting weights does not make a leader. It does not make you attractive to anyone or anything, except other men who you are virtue signaling to. The movement that you are following has failed you. Leave it. I know they're like your surrogate mommy, but it's time to leave the wire monkey. The park is full of Sunday fathers and melted ice cream. We try to do the best within the given time. Toby Keith, 1996. Those preppers, you know, those people that store food, ammo, have alarm systems, dug their wells, have maybe 2 wells on their property or 3, have generators. They don't seem so crazy now, do they? It's kind of interesting. Only certain people are required to self-deprecate. Self-deprecation is ugly on everyone, men and women. Putting yourself down to lift something or someone else up. There's nothing uglier on a man or on a woman than self-deprecation. Kneeling is a sign of submission. Never kneel. Apologies. If you did something wrong, you apologize. But if you did nothing wrong, you never apologize. If you're a jerk to your family or your loved ones, apologize. That's the right thing to do. But as a general rule, never apologize, never kneel. Don't be stupid. Still thinking living off-grid and nowhere near a city is crazy? I never did, and I don't. And you shouldn't either. Cities are shitholes. Let's get real. Why do you think all this crap happens in cities first? Because they're all shitholes, that's why. Every last one. Many people write me, and I reply back, and some of you know this. Send a picture, please, because I want to see who I'm talking to. In this anonymous world, where you can just use like a little cartoon avatar as a picture and a fake name. I want to see people. I want to see faces. So I tell people, send me a picture so I can see who I'm talking to. One follower, I will just call her S, writes, I've been listening to you since December 2018, and I really enjoy your content. You have deep insight into politics and human nature. It's a joy to listen to your show. I am also divorced and have a boyfriend whom I do not live with. I enjoy living in my own space. Relationship fasting works well for us. Remember when I started teaching you about relationship fasting? The time we spend together is even more special and fun-filled. I admire your work, generosity, and quirkiness that you share with so many people. When you mention the Van Gogh room, my daughter and I both smile. You make a positive difference in this crazy world, and your fans appreciate you every day. If you're ever in the area, we would be happy to meet you and show you around. Thank you. Best wishes, S. Thank you. Appreciate your email and making it personal with a picture, so I'm not speaking to a stranger or a bot somewhere. But that's appreciated. Thank you. Finished a 72-hour fast on Sunday night. Started a 48-hour fast. Which means that I didn't eat yesterday. I will not eat today, but I will eat tonight. And then I will have another 48-hour fast. That's called rolling 48s. 100% satisfactory. You realize how little you need food. And that when you do have food, you just don't have junk, you have nice food. And you don't have to watch what you eat, so to speak. Tonight I will have a steak, a lobster tail, all done on the grill, grilled vegetables, a glass of wine, and maybe some wild rice as well. Be a nice meal. Not a mountain of food, because there is a tendency to overeat if you're fasting. So I'm trying the rolling 48s. I feel good, healthy, sleep well, mental clarity. It's all good. A company heard my request for scooters and e-bikes, and this is a company that makes scooters. The Inokim, I-N-O-K-I-M, the Inokim Ox, I think, is the model they're going to send me. It's a pretty hardcore scooter. I got my first electric scooter in, when was it? Well, it was over 10 years ago. And I used to ride it quite often at the shore. I would ride it around town. When I wasn't such an early riser, I used to ride around town in the middle of the night. Literally midnight, ride it around. Now maybe I'll be riding it around at 4 a.m. Take a little lap or ride it in the area. It was a 650 watt, and I don't even think it was a lithium battery. I think at that time it was a nickel cadmium battery, so didn't have a long range. maybe went 8 miles an hour. Heavy, fat tires. It was the top scooter for its day. I love alternate routes of transportation as far as the thing that I ride and drive. So this company saw my video and said, we would love to send you one of our scooters. And I'm going to do that. They're going to send it to me real soon. And I'll be doing a unboxing and a review of the scooter. And from the videos that I saw, man, this thing looks like it's top notch. And I've had some scooters. When I've traveled, you know, some cities have that electric scooter program. And those are great for sidewalks and city streets, but not, you can't jump a curb with them. Let me put it that way. You're going to get hurt. The one that they're sending me, I think, is a pretty heavy duty one. It's kind of like someone called it the Tesla of electric scooters. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. And that'll be a weekend video, most likely. I'm waiting for an e-bike company to reach out to me because I want to do a month-long test with an e-bike and ride an e-bike to work every day where I work. I work 3 days a week at a forensic facility, and I would ride that bike to work 3 days a week. It's a 5-mile ride. I've had some gold and silver companies already reach out to me per my request, and I'm looking at who I want to work with and maybe do a video about gold and silver added to your portfolio, not as your only means of wealth, but a portion of it. So we're going to see how that's going to work out soon. Interesting. I want to educate you. I live an extremely interesting life, and I want you to benefit from it. My goal is to add something to your life. And if I can provide one little thing that just helps you get unstuck, one little thing. Usually, many people have layers of dysfunction in their life, relationships, where they're living, that keep them stuck. Many people have just like one little thing that if they changed, tweaked, modified, one thing, that everything else would change. Like I said in the beginning of the show, your relationships. You could just change a relationship and everything. That could be a game changer for you. You could change where you live, and that could be a game changer for you. You could change the way you do relationships. If you remember how I talked about relationship fasting. The way you do relationships can change everything. The boundaries that you make. Maybe getting out of a relationship or getting into a healthy relationship can be done. Maybe identifying your own sickness, your own maladaptive behaviors. Eliminating one little stupid behavior can change everything, and everybody has them. Hey, thank you to everyone who talked about their dog yesterday and commented. When I made the comment about golden retrievers and labs, some people told me about their pit bulls and their German shepherds and how they're almost like people, parts of their family. So thank you so much for sharing that. That was cool hearing about that. I like hearing about your animals. What is one thing that you can do today to improve your life? One thing. One thing that's different than what you're already doing. Tell me about that. If you're not doing it now, what is the one thing you actually can do today? Just one little thing. Can you not eat a cake or a pie or candy or not drink a soda? For some people, it boils down to what they're not going to do, the elimination of behaviors or products. For some people, it's adding things, drinking another bottle of water, another 16 ounces of water. What is the one thing that you can do today? Did you know that you can be unrecognizable this time next year? You can take a piece of information and leverage it such that Your life changes that 1 year from now. You look different. You feel different. Your wallet is fatter. That's what being unstuck is all about. 2020 has been a stuck year. Do not let this world squeeze you into its mold. Do not put your life on pause because the world refuses to grow. Because the world right now, society is like it's like a child having a temper tantrum, just laying on the ground crying. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Unplug, reboot. You'll be fine. 2020 is the year you get unstuck. We've had a couple rough months. We've had a couple rough weeks. But you're different, aren't you? I hope you are, or you can be different. You can still be unrecognizable by the end of summer. Here we are at the beginning of June. You got 3 months. Some people say it's going to be a long, hot summer. You know, the prophets of doom. A long, hot summer of revolution. Flip the bird to revolution. You know where the revolution has to be? Right here. You want to change something? Change yourself. Don't be worried about everything else in the world. Unplug that shit. And with that, finish your coffee, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show. Your source, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.